All right, good day. Everybody out there is having a good one. If it's your first time to the channel, what we do around here is we find music from all around the globe. Follow people's suggestions rather than following algorithms. We found much more music than you ever would have found with any algorithm. People don't realize how like region locked we kind of still are musically. Unless there's a lot out there that you're not seeing, and hopefully take a look around. We got a ton of playlists and stuff. I know you're gonna find something that you've never seen or didn't even know was humanly possible. I guarantee it. And you're definitely gonna find something that you probably never knew you needed in your life. And this right here is a band that we've been checking out. I think this is a couple songs from them. Mirror Flower Moon, something like that, and Screaming to the Moon. This is Wagakki Band live. I was really impressed with their mix of traditional and current instruments. And for the lack of sitting here and explaining it, we'll just show you. And I've been looking forward to seeing what this is like live because, yeah, this is pretty awesome stuff. So, Wagakki Band. Good voice. Cool, man. Comes together so brilliant. awesome, dude. Play one of them too. Closest thing we got in the States is a banjo. That's way cooler. Really? Wow. Look at that. Oh, that's cool, man. That audience. The guitars there are reminiscent. All of them are reminiscent of Prince. Brilliant how this stuff comes together. Goddamn samurai sword. Yep, that's a samurai sword. Yep. Way cool. That is awesome. Okay, there was some shots there. Yeah, that was a cool shot of the audience. But there was some cool shots looking back. That's another cool shot. They're a phenomenal band live. This, I mean, there's everything about this, it would seem like, you know, it if you were to describe it, it would be like, all right, some things need to sound forced, but like in these days of like, like the Who and bands that have really come into prominent with like Mongolian folk music and or folk metal, I should say, and uh, just a lot of these bands really, and this is kind of reminiscent of that, where it brings traditional stuff into today's music and really makes it work. All the guitars, just, and that's just a side note, but all the guitars, they're very like shapely and reminiscent of like something Prince would be very proud of. Love that bass. Look at that. That's just so killer. But yeah, I would love to get a chance to see this band live. I mean, they're one of them bands where it's definitely like or like bands, more like today, like when they're more like an experience, like Tool or back in the day would be like Pink Floyd, and I guess even some of the candy bands like Kiss and stuff like that. They offer up this more than just music. We're gonna entertain. There's gonna be a show, a spectacle to behold. There's gonna be some memories that you'll be walking away from with, and that and I think it really goes to show, though, like you look at that crowd and how involved they are, and how just it's just brilliance, and like that, and that's another thing. This whole flute and how it mixes so good together with like the guitars and stuff like that, and how they even mic some of this stuff is kind of beyond me, because like I'm assuming like there's some internal micage going on with the with the more traditional instruments. They have to obviously be modified in some sort of way to get them mic'd. But yeah, it's just there's in any given shot you look at, it's just they really do have a lot of cool stuff. But this, is a band that you definitely like you experience them, as well as like just you know you can see from even from what's probably poorly translated with Google or whatever, still lyrically brilliant stuff. And I can't say enough, like, even traditional down to the point. I mean, she came out with a sword. She had a sword, and that happened. And it's just, it really goes to show how much they're paying homage to, their 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 ancestral music, and really bringing it in today. And there's there's bands that are doing that out there, but there are like there are a few that stick out, and for me, this is going to be one of those bands on that list that really, like I said, the Who with, and like there's a lot of like, just look up Mongolian folk metal. In fact, there's an awesome on Bandcamp. There's an awesome Mongolian folk metal album that I would highly encourage you to go check out, and you'll find it just by typing in Mongolian folk metal. Um, if if you're a fan of this, you'll appreciate that, because there's a lot of um, you know stuff that they share, like, and especially with bringing the traditional instruments into the metal and hard rock arena, and making it work. And it's so easy for something like this to sound forced, and none of it does. Everything sounds like it's like, of course that's there. Why wouldn't it be? And that's, and it sounds so like right. And that's really, something that, again, if not done, with talent and skill, and done correctly, can go off the rails very quickly. And yeah, this is something I can see why this band has a lot of fans and such a dedicated fan base. Because yeah, and I mean we're just like scratching the surface of like what's we've been getting into like Indonesia, Kazakhstan, even some stuff from like Mongolia, Vietnam, even. It's like they all have these different approaches um to metal or to music in general that they bring into the table, which it's so inspirational too because it gives you so many neat ideas of like, wow, I can do that. I could make that work because look at what they're doing. And I really do. I think that things like this really inspire bands. And I mean, you look at some of the metal bands that want to like, collaborate with bands like The Who and stuff like that. And by The Who, I mean the HU, not the older band The Who. But yeah, this is awesome stuff. They are an awesome band. I want to see them live. She has an amazing voice. She the first time I had seen, I guess, also too, and like in the studio sometimes, where they're layering stuff, you don't get a chance to appreciate because it sounds great, but it isn't until like when you see something live and you really get to appreciate like how good these singers and these people are, and that's really the what the as they say the proof is in the pudding, and that's why I love, that's my favorite way to experience bands is in their live form, and how they command a crowd and how they put on a live show, and I think that's all very important. And I hate the way that we got the money, hounds like Ticketmaster and stuff that are making the live experience suck for people because it's making it cost way too much. It's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. But luckily, not everywhere on the planet it's to suffer these things, but a lot of places do, and those things need to change. There was, and we're not getting political, but there was already like bipartisan stuff where like the government was even like, hey, this is getting way out of hand. You're charging people way too much money. And, and then they're trying to be like, oh, it's the secondary market. Who owns the secondary market? Us. But it still, that's neither here nor there. Right. So, but anyway, like I said, that's another video for another day. If you get a chance to see this band live, please, if you have seen this band live, please tell me all about them. Following people's suggestions, and every time I find somebody new, I want to try to learn as much as I can about them, because it's like so many bands, so little time. And I try to, get to as much, and I get sucked down these awesome musical rabbit holes that I really, it's just, yeah, it's been a really awesome experience finding all this music and finding stuff just like this, like stuff that, just when I thought I'd heard it all in that kind of area. Nope, this is something totally, wow, it's great stuff. I love it. I love finding new music, and if you love finding new music, you're probably going to like this channel a lot because we got a lot of new music here. We got a lot of stuff that you haven't heard of, haven't seen, and stuff that you're like, whoa, where has this been all my life? And I'm like, I know, right? So that's why we got playlists and stuff to really hone it down, like by band and even some of it by genre. And we're gonna have even more of that by genre and stuff, and by type of artists, and all different kinds of playlists to help you kind of refine it or whatever you're looking for. But we got a lot of awesome stuff to dig into. So yeah, have fun and please follow the links. Follow these bands, show some support. That's what this is all about: is exposing more people to these bands, and so they could gain more fandom, and they can also, open people's horizons up to more awesome music like this. So yeah, go check out, go support a band near you, and definitely always support your local bands and stuff too. And yeah, indie music is the way to go. It's the way of the future, and it is kind of heading the pack these days. And this right here, awesome stuff. Hope everybody out there is having a great day. Hope it's going as good as it possibly can be. We got tons more news, reviews, reacts, all sorts of awesome stuff to get into in the music worlds and beyond. We got tons of suggestions and stuff to get into. Trying to go backwards, forwards, beyond, in every which way. We get pulled in a lot of directions, and trying to get a little bit of everything. And like I said, trying to discover as much as we can, and show it and share it with the rest of the class. So if you got a suggestion or something, please leave it in the comments, and we will get to it as soon as we possibly can. And definitely do go show some support to these bands. And above all, I hope you're having a great day out there. It's going as good as it possibly can be. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day out there. Do all the YouTube things and all that stuff, and we'll see you next time.